your own maestro. We are scoping live from Paris. You can see in front of the Eiffel Tower, and it is raining, and it is getting worse. The weather is getting worse. It's getting very windy. Let's go over. There is a crowd here. It is the 1 year anniversary of the Women's March. This is called Women's March 2018. It is getting super windy, and it's getting harder and harder even to hold my umbrella. So I don't know how long this protest will go on, but the weather is definitely not cooperating. Let's get a little closer to the protesters. It is really bad weather today, and it's getting worse. Thank you guys for joining. We just did a broadcast on Periscope. Hey Euro, hey Ali. So we are on YouTube Live. Pandal Black Ops watching. Hey, good to see you. Eric Woods is here. We made it live. The nice thing is I can read the comments. So at the end of the last broadcast, was having a little trouble reading the comments because the screen was blocked. Apparently there's some kind of Periscope bug. Hopefully it'll get fixed sometime soon. Go to the Champs-Élysées. There is a march taking place today in Paris as well, called the March for Life. It is a pro-life movement, or some people are calling it an anti-abortion movement. You just shared via Twitter. Thank you, Chris. Is it you? It is me. It is Euro Maestro here, live in Paris. We are the Women's March 2018 taking place. Look back, march forward. Interesting slogan, I think. Interesting title for this march. For history buffs, you'll probably know why. It was used during a presidential campaign in the 20th century. Stay dry. Thank you, Kathy Lewis. I'm trying. You were on Periscope. Awesome. Gabe Moran, also on Periscope. So the French organizations not having a problem with the rain. They're here. This is your real name, but not my official YouTube name channel. All right, awesome. So Panda Black is often on our Periscope, providing all kinds of amazing, useful information. So he's a great information resource. We've got Harvard here. Look at this, Harvard. What does it say? Graduate School of Education. Awesome. Can I ask you some questions on camera? Doing a live stream on YouTube. Awesome. So who are you guys?
We're students from the United States.
We're studying abroad.
You're studying in Paris?
Yes.
We are.
Awesome. What school are you studying in Paris?
Sarah Lawrence.
Yeah.
And Sorbonne.
Oh, and the Sorbonne. Both of them. Wow. All right. And so why are you guys here today?
We're here because it's great weather to have a march for women's rights.
Yeah, isn't it? Couldn't be more perfect.
Fitting, to be honest, but yet we're still here.
All right. Yeah. So that's impressive. So what do you guys think of the situation in the United States and politically?
A mess.
Huge mess.
That's why we left.
Yeah. And now you're here. How long have you been in Paris?
We've been here for about 2 weeks and we'll be here through May.
Oh, so you just got here.
Yeah.
So you've only been here 2 weeks, but have you noticed any differences here versus in the States, either in terms of your schooling or in terms of just life here, or is it too early?
Everyone's very interested in what we think about what's going on in the United States.
Sure.
Obviously, certain things translate over here, and people are very interested in our opinions.
It's really interesting seeing what's happening at home from this country's point of view too. It's like, well, it's happening over there. You don't really see it from an objective point of view. But now that we're at a different part of the globe, it's like, whoa, this is happening where I was born and raised.
I also feel like we've learned to live with it, kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
after a year, so coming out here and seeing it from a different perspective just reminds you, you should live with it. I know that we've gotten used to, Trump's reign, I guess.
Trump's reign. So would you say you guys are interested in politics?
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'm still
Alex
learning.
and I, we're more artists politicians, but
Okay.
obviously it's important for us as students and as the next generation to know what's going on.
We needed more students, I think, to vote in the last election.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I think that a lot of students did. It's just that a lot of the Democrats didn't account for, the Rust Belt in middle of America and how strong they would be as well.
All right.
Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for taking this time and braving the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. All right. So a couple Americans studying in Paris. They've been here a couple of weeks, and they felt it was important to show up at this march. You can see, even though this was originally scheduled to go all the way to 4:30, it is really panning out very quickly. People are leaving. Totally understandable given the weather. You can see the wind is just like destroying umbrellas, and there's still some holdouts though. So let's walk around a little bit and catch a few of them. I'm having a hard time with the weather, managing the umbrellas and the cameras, but here we go. Gee, you wish you could be left for 8 years during, I don't quite sure I understand that comment, Ali. Let's see what kind of signs we have here. When you're used to privilege, equality feels like oppression. Wow, that's a great sign. And what do we have here? I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. Fan of sex, not sexual assault. I got to be careful. All right, so that's so great. Can I ask you some guys some questions on camera? I'm doing a live stream on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So who are you guys?
Megan, Jenny, and Becky.
Okay. And do you live in Paris, or you visiting? You do live in Paris. All right. Are you students or working?
We all work.
All right. So how long have you guys been in Paris?
For 6 years. Yeah.
6 years.
Okay, last September.
Oh, last September. So you're the new guy on the block. All right. So why are you guys here today?
Well, because I think it's important. We started a movement last year, and obviously there's still a lot to do. So I don't think we can rest on our laurels and to come out, even if it's pouring down with rain.
Oh, right. And the same for you guys, or?
Yeah, we still need to draw attention to these issues that are going on.
Okay.
More so now than the last
Yeah,
year.
and more so because it's not getting as much attention as it was last year. Like, for example, the Women's March, and it's not a trend. It's something that's not going away.
No, I think I detect a little bit of an accent. Would I be right?
Yes.
Yes. So where are you guys from?
We're from Scotland.
We're from Scotland.
It's from Scotland.
From England.
And from England. Oh wow, the enemy.
I'm very surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you a side question, unrelated, just out of curiosity, since you're from Scotland. What do you guys think about independence for Scotland?
I'm very pro-independence.
You're for independence, yeah. And you?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
independence.
And you? I know you're from England, but what do you think about Scottish independence?
It's for independence. I'm
You're pro-
European, I'm not a Brexiteer.
Awesome! I like to hear that. All right, so we got two. A lot of young people, I think, are more on the independence side, and it's really sort of the older people that.
As with Brexit as well.
Brexit is the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I think we should just not let old people vote. They seem to be going. They seem to be going the wrong side. Yeah. But all right. So you guys showed up despite the rain. Were you guys here last year for the Women's March? You were. Oh, and you did in Amsterdam. All right. That's great. You know that there's another march coming, and you know what it is. And you know there's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be about 15,000.
And unfortunately, quite a lot of young people.
Oh, a lot of young people in the March for Life.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, thank you guys so much. All right, so 3 British women, 2 from Scotland and 1 from England. Interestingly, all 3 of them support independence for Scotland. So a lot of the votes lately have been generational divide votes. Brexit is one of them. So Brexit was supported to a large extent by older people and rejected by younger people. And the same thing with the Scottish independence movement. A lot of the older people, when I say older, I'm talking about 60 and over, 65 and older, supporting staying in the UK, and the younger people voting for independence. So very interesting movement. And similar with Brexit, with support in rural areas and older people and younger people and urban people, particularly London, voting to stay in the European Union. So we've had these divides lately. The weather's getting a little bit better. So it was really bad there for a few minutes where the wind was very strong. The wind has died down just in the last couple of minutes, making it a little bit easier to walk around with our umbrellas. You can see the Women's March has mostly dissipated. We have a few people here, though. Can I ask you guys some questions on camera?
Of course, sure.
Okay, we're doing a YouTube live here. Well, why are you guys here today? Oh, you didn't come for the protests?
Just there was a protest.
Okay.
Is it a right for everyone?
There's two different protests. There was one here that just ended, which was the Women's March.
Oh.
And the new one that's coming it's called the March to Life, which is a pro-life march. So where are you guys from?
I'm from France.
You're from France.
Yeah.
From de Paris? Or?
Yeah, Paris.
Okay. Detroit, Michigan,
Yes.
from the States. And you weren't here for the march. Just a coincidence. You want to take a picture of you guys? Maybe she will, the Detroit. And where are you guys from?
Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes.
Okay, so some more people from Illinois.
Yes.
So when did you guys get here?
I got here about a week ago.
Uh-huh.
I got here like 2 days ago.
Okay, and you're a friend of theirs,
Yeah.
and you're showing them Paris.
Turning around.
How do you guys know each other?
It's an exchange school of engineering.
Oh.
We're here on exchange.
Are you engineers?
Yes.
And you're an engineer?
Yes.
Which school?
It's in Paris. It's called NCA. I don't know if you know it.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. All right, so we got some engineers, and you're an engineer student too. So they usually have all kinds of crazy rituals for the engineer students, don't they?
I think it's medical.
More than medical students.
yeah.
Medical's good, really crazy.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Yeah, they go
I
crazy.
guess our ritual is to stay indoors all day, work on our projects.
That's what they do.
That can go
They
crazy.
keep you busy, huh?
Yes.
How does the engineering school here different from your studies in the States?
We haven't started.
You haven't started yet, so you don't know. So you're about to find out.
Yes.
I think there's some differences,
But I
but
think we're gonna
Harder,
enjoy it.
for sure.
it's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. All right. Well, thanks for answering our questions. Enjoy the Eiffel Tower. You too. All right. So some American tourists. Well, actually, they're not even tourists. They're engineering students, and they're here on an exchange program, and they're just here to see the Eiffel Tower. Starve your brain from oxygen? Yes. Yeah, that's not a good idea. You need oxygen. So anyways, this is really dying down. Thank you guys for sticking around. I don't see many of the women's marchers left. I do see a few of them. You can see their signs. There's a few right here. It's a Scottish accent. So those are the Scottish women we just talked to a few minutes ago. The Trocadero here in Paris is a common site for tourists and for protest movements. So we had the Women's March here just a few minutes ago. And over here we have one for Iran. So the Iran people were pretty smart because they brought a tent, and at least you can get some refuge from the rain, some shelter. This one is in French.
De leurs macabres exploits et de leur corruption.
Did you say troglodyte? I did not say
Je vous
troglodyte.
en ferai de grâce. Aussi,
So,
quel
so it says Iran, no to the Islamic Republic, yes to freedom, democracy, and social justice.
En 1942, traduit
So this is
dans toutes les langues,
against the
y
Iranian
compris
government in
la
power,
langue persane.
and talking about the Farsi language there.
Liberté.
And what do we
Je vous
have
demande
over on this side?
de répéter avec moi.
You can see, pardon. What do we see on this side? We see the square getting evacuated. They apparently have closed. You can see some of our police officers here. Lots of police vans. They apparently have closed the square to traffic. So the other march has not arrived yet, but they are arriving. You see they have a huge stage. And we see some of the organizers here. March to Life. So apparently they're expecting about 15,000 people here. And according to the one person we interviewed, they said a lot of young people. So that's very interesting to me that so many young people are in the March to Life movement. Periscope evacuated that place. Yeah, it is completely evacuated, as you can see. The women's marchers pretty much all gone. The Iran people still here. Not a great day to see the Eiffel Tower because it is covered. You cannot even see the top of it because of all the fog and the clouds. And these people are going to be performing in the rain. So I'm just amazed that people will even come out here on a day like this. You like the clarity on YouTube. Yeah, that's the one thing that's really nice about YouTube is the video quality, I think, is much higher. And so you should be able to see things and with great clarity. All the metal particulates. Okay. We keep seeing the Scottish women everywhere. I gotta tell you, I like that Scottish accent. Do you think the pro-life movement was mostly old people? I wouldn't say that I thought it was mostly old people. What I was surprised was apparently how strong it is apparently with young people. But we see that in the States, and we see that in Europe, that there is a very strong component in conservative movements with young people. The pro-life people in France against all forms of killing, including guns. We'll have to ask them about their position on guns, but you know, in France in general, we do not have the support for guns like they do in the States. But we can see the group is rehearsing here. You know, we don't have, like in the States, a big pro-gun movement. Or I don't think we have any pro-gun movement.
Face à la pression et d'accord, impossible d'écouter son cœur. Et le rêve part en poussière, sans jamais pouvoir faire marche arrière. Ce n'est qu'une philosophie, c'est d'accepter chaque vie. Avec la force et le sourire, le point levé vers la.
Well, the good thing about coming early is we get the entertainment. There's no crowds here. It's largely Catholic. There might be a lot of Catholics in it. We don't have a lot of Catholics in France, though, so.
J'y crois encore et encore, et sacrifice, si le faut j'en ferai, pour que tous les bébés aient la chance d'exister. Shooter la loi, ça me fait pas peur, face aux médias, je crois encore.
When they come in the States, hopefully soon.
Sacrifice, si le faut j'en ferai, que tous les bébés aient la chance d'exister.
Actually, I kind of like the singing. When is the march to life, or is it already over? No, it's an actual march. So the women's march was technically not a march; it was a rally. So it was just a group of people meeting together at the Trocadero. The march to life is an actual march. So they're literally marching through the streets of Paris, and they will be ending here. This is the final destination. So they're somewhere else in Paris right now. And they're going to be heading this way. So the band here is just apparently rehearsing. They sound pretty good. I kind of like them, to be honest. I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought they were pretty good. So they have the organizers here in the orange jackets, and they've cleared the square for the most part. I don't know when they're going to arrive, but I thought the music was pretty good. What do you guys think? So we're at the Trocadero. We have the Eiffel Tower over there.
Dans le cerf, on devrait poser un style case.
D'accord. Et savez-vous, monsieur, quand ils arrivent en fait
Le cortège?
Oui.
Non, on n'a pas l'info. On sait qu'ils sont partis.
Oui.
Et ils vont arriver.
Oui.
Mais on ne sait pas encore quand.
D'accord. Très bien. Merci. Okay, so they don't know when they're going to be here quite yet, but we can see the camera in place. He said troglodyte again. I haven't said troglodyte, so I'm not quite sure what I'm saying that sounds like troglodyte. But was I referring to chimpanzees maybe? Thank you guys for the likes. By the way, I am trying to build up my YouTube views. I am a YouTube partner. Some of you guys may have heard that YouTube has changed their regulations now, and they're making it more difficult to join the YouTube partnership program and more difficult to stay in. So even current members of the program, like I'm currently a verified YouTube personality and also a YouTube partner, but now they've increased the requirements. The minimum requirements now in the YouTube partnership program include 1,000 subscribers. So I have over 1,000 subscribers, but it also requires 4,000 hours of views in the last 12 months. I don't have anywhere near 4,000 views. I do have over 1,000. Stop saying chocolate euro, you're making me hungry. So I need to get a few thousand hours of views in the next month. I have 1 month time to fall into compliance. So hopefully by some miracle I will do that. So I'm going to start doing YouTube videos every day. If you guys can watch my videos, that's great. If you can watch my old videos, even better.
C'est toujours un coup de fil, on fait de nos mères des martyrs. Aujourd'hui, grâce à l'IVG, je dresse mon frein lever la tête, lever le torse, sans cesse redoubler d'efforts.
How is the sound? How is the video? Keep streaming and we'll keep viewing. Thank you, Ron Free 290. I appreciate that. You can also watch my other videos, my older videos. That would be great.
Ça ne fait pas peur, face aux médias, j'y crois encore et au cœur. Et ça.
What do you guys think of the music? Give the video a like if you like the music.
Je l'ai rêvé, la chance d'exister. Regarde toutes ces femmes, pour juger conditionnel, parce que ça n'est jamais le moment de garder leur enfant face à la pression et la peur. Impossible d'écouter son cœur. Et le rêve part en poussière sans jamais pouvoir faire.
You can borrow my YouTube account. How would you get the views? I need 4,000 hours of views, not 4,000 people. 4,000 hours. Kathy Lewis.
Sans cesse redoubler d'efforts, la vie ne nous laisse pas le choix de l'enfant.
Oh, look at this.
Shooter la loi, ça me fait pas peur.
They just count the viewing time.
Et sacrifice, s'il le faut j'en ferai, pour que tous les bébés aient la chance d'exister. Amour.
YouTube Live?
Sorry?
I'm on YouTube Live. Can I put you guys on YouTube Live?
Hi!
Hi! Where are you guys from?
Here. From here. We live in
Oh, you live in Paris. You're all French?
No, I'm American. We're like American French.
All right, awesome. And you're here for the march? Did it end already? Were you in the march or did you just come here? All right. What do you guys think of the music? Yeah, it's good, I think. All right, thanks a lot. All right, so the girls live in Paris. 2 Americans and a French girl. Oh, they want to know why you're wearing these clothes.
It was just a hunch. Like they just felt like it. They woke up and they wanted to
Just yeah, okay. They just felt like it. That's why. Silly question, guys. They just felt like it. It was just a hunch. He said a hunch. Yeah, they are very cheerful. They're smiling and laughing, having a good time. Never got time to dress. You got banned on the Periscope report on this. You're the only one letting me stay. Oh, sorry you got banned. Some people are very, very touchy. I like a multiplicity of views. Paris is the city of fashion. It is the city of fashion. And speaking of which, we have Fashion Week coming up. I think it's next week, actually. Tell them drummer is offset. The city of bunny fashions. So they're slowly closing down traffic here. You should do YouTube Live for Fashion Week as well. I was thinking of that, as a matter of fact. I've been in touch with some models who wanted me to film them, so I might do something for Fashion Week. I was planning on doing it on Periscope, but I might have to do it on YouTube. I have to find a way to get my YouTube numbers up big time, and I only have a month to do it. I don't know the name of the band. We'll have to find out the name of the band, but it is for the March to Life movement. You see there, they said to speak in the name of the weak. Facts is truth banning me shows divisive scoper. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of divisiveness on social media these days. Sounds like the Stranglers. I don't know. I actually like their sound. I'm almost tempted to stay for the concert. You can see once we got the protesters out of here, not many people left on the Trocadero. Tough to see the Eiffel Tower today. You should make sure when you go live on YouTube to share it on Twitter. Yeah, I should have done that actually. I've got more people on my follow me on Twitter. Hey everyone, invite people to join Euro's YouTube. Thank you, Kathy Lewis. I think you're banned on Twitter. Oh no, Gabe, sorry to hear that. Yeah, there's been a lot of issues about people getting banned on Twitter. Milo got banned on Twitter. A lot of controversy about that. What are you doing to be banned so much, MDR? Stay for the concert. I think I am going to stay for the concert, but I have to get out of the Doreen Smith. I have to get out of the rain for a little bit. The rain is dying down. Is the good news. The marchers are not here yet. There's going to be 15,000 people apparently in this square. Going to be a lot of people. I'm going to take a little break, get some hot chocolate, and maybe we'll be back for some more. They can't prove me wrong, so they ban you. Oh, well, if that's true, that's a shame. But yeah, there's a lot of a low tolerance for views. I had somebody block me on Twitter the other day because they misunderstood one of my tweets. They didn't even give me a chance to explain it. They like, boom, comment, block. So I was like, that's too bad, but that's the kind of world that we live in today. A lot of people not very open to discussion and debate. All right, well, I'm going to end here. Thank you guys so much for... Oh, look at this. Look at this. They must be getting close because look at all the police vans. You see 1, 2, 3. There's about half a dozen or more police vans pulling in to the square now. And they're starting to put up the blockades. People are snowflakes Yeah, we do have a lot of snowflakes these days. But anyways, one-siders. Yeah, on both sides of the issues. Anyways, you see, they are making some preparations. So I imagine the marchers are getting closer on site. I see all kinds of people prepping, and so actually it looks like more like a dozen vans at least. You have no reason for blocking you, even when we have different. But yeah, I don't block people just for having different opinions. They have to be pretty abusive before I block. You see people taking their pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower. Good to know. All right. Well, I'm going to end the broadcast here. Thank you guys for joining. If you have time, watch some of my other YouTube videos. Be sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button is very important. The more you hit the like button, the more YouTube will share this video out and more people will get a chance to see it. Watch my other videos. Hit the like button. Leave comments. Leaving comments is very helpful. Hitting the like button helps. And share the videos out. Watch as many videos as you can. I need 3,000 hours to be watched in 1 month. Together we might be able to do it, and I will keep my YouTube partner status, which would be awesome. I think I'll be back. I have to get some hot chocolate. Look at these people posing. These guys could be models. They're doing these very, very serious, heavy-duty posing. All right, later, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.